Hello, friends. I am so excited to be with you today. I'm probably going to move you around a little bit. I'm sorry I don't have a tripod or anything like that yet. But I really felt to talk today about honoring ourselves, honoring yourself, and what that looks like, and what has shaped me in learning about that. So throughout my life, I've really struggled with honoring myself. As a child, I feel like I was very concerned about having fun and connecting with people and also helping people. And I feel like I've always felt that way throughout the years, but the having fun part kind of got squashed by some life experiences. And a couple years ago, I realized, as far as the color personalities go, that I was showing up as a blue, but I'm actually a yellow by nature. But I do have a lot of blue in me as well. And so I decided to start honoring the fun more, the part in me that wants to have fun. And the reason I squashed that is because I was concerned about not being responsible enough. And it's really interesting. This is not the direction I thought I was going with this video, but I did pray beforehand. So I guess that's a little bit of background. I really love all the personality tests and things and ways to learn. I love DISC. My favorite right now, though, is the Aura Personalities by Stacey Sadler. And I'm actually being mentored by her right now in a group. And I really highly recommend this. It has, I mentioned it in a couple of other videos, really resonated with me on a spiritual level, and it's helped me on a spiritual level to connect with my children better and my husband and understand them and my mom. So another thing that's really helping me right now to honor myself is this journal by Craig Smith. I really like him. You can find him on Instagram, and you can find Stacey on Facebook. I don't think she's on Instagram at all. And this journal helps me to reflect, to focus on gratitude, what my victories and what I'm winning, power statements or affirmations, and then it has a quote and what that means to me, and then a space for like reflection. So I really, really enjoyed that, and that's helping me to honor myself better. So right now I am learning from Charlotte Varble. You can find her on Facebook. Maria Olson, also on Facebook. 6 Pillars is Charlotte Varble. Doing a healthy living with Maria Olson. I know these two ladies personally and love them. They're amazing. And then Stacey Sadler, I'm getting to know, and I absolutely love her. So you can find her on Facebook also. I've spent a lot of time reflecting on what it means to honor myself and how that looks as far as, is that selfish? You know, culturally, in some of the things that I've been exposed to, it's all about being selfless and not selfish and serving others. And I wholeheartedly agree, right? But then we also learn to put the oxygen mask on ourselves first and to make sure that we're nourishing ourselves spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically. And I thought it was really interesting. I was thinking about my master herbology program I did a few years back and how the principles of cleansing and toning and nourishing and healing are involved. And I think that that is so relevant to life and even the seasons changing. and what those mean for us and what those mean for me and my body. I know that during the summer, I want to be really active. I want to be out more and extroverted more and having fun and just outside more. Winter, I naturally want to go inward and stay inside more and be more still. And fall is kind of more of a transitional period for me, and feels almost like a waiting for me. And spring feels like new beginnings and new life and growth and opening up and receiving. So I feel like there are those seasons in our lives as well. Like being a mother, I've seen that all these different seasons where I'm just nursing babies or nursing a baby and holding a baby. I've nursed and held all my babies, but except for my bonus son, who I'm privileged and honored enough to have him as one of my children, but I didn't give birth to him. And the season of that was just very still and not active and not going places and just being with them and providing comfort and love for them almost constantly. And now I'm in this season where I don't have any babies anymore. They're all either, I have 4 teenagers and 1 6-year-old. So it's a very different season for me, and I'm able to focus on what I want to learn and what I want my life to look like even more. Now, there have been seasons throughout those other seasons where I have been able to focus on those things. So I think that honoring yourself looks very different for everyone and different at different times of your life. And gosh, there's so many things I want to say about this, and I'm trying to organize my thoughts. I really felt strongly to mention this has impacted me a lot, the scriptures, as far as learning about myself and learning how to honor and nourish myself with the word. And then I love this book. I've mentioned this before, The 4 Agreements. I love how it talks in here about integrity, and it talks about, so many good things, like not sinning against yourself, not going against what is right to you. And in one of my groups, I was just watching a video on accountability and being accountable to ourselves and to others. And how do we do all of this and not become self-absorbed, set in ego, all of the things, judgmental, self-righteous, all of those things? How do we honor ourselves and just stay in love? And I feel like when we're in a true spirit of honoring ourselves and listening to our bodies and our spirits and our souls, that we can maintain a space to still be, and even more so, loving to others and serving. We come from a space of being more filled and having more to offer. And I know for me, I have just felt so guilty in the past, stopping and listening to myself and taking care of myself. And I've really struggled with like unhealthy guilt. And now I notice, and it could be my season, I'm able to love my body more. I'm in my 40s, and I do think that some of this comes with age, but I do think you can apply and practice these principles at any age. Something I've been doing to honor my body is telling it like it's doing a good job and thank you, and listening to what foods it wants and what it doesn't want, without being deceived by the adversary, right? Like, I feel like might be easy with intuitive eating to just like give into cravings all the time. Just, well, that's what my body wanted. But when you're really in tune, it's not very often that your body just wants junk food. Like, the more nourishing, high vibrational, nutrient rich foods that you eat, you want more of that. But I do find that I still want some rich, not so nourishing things sometimes. And I allow myself to have that in moderation. And I try to have a majority of what I eat be nutrient rich and nourishing. Also, moving my body, listening to my body. We talked about this in the Soul Integrity class with Stacey Sadler yesterday, but just listening to what you need and honoring that and trusting that, and knowing like that when you do that, you do give others permission around you to do that as well. And I have definitely found that in my marriage. Both my husband and I have struggled with these, self-care ideas and really honoring ourselves. And I feel like the more we each do it, the more we feel we have permission. So many things I want to say on this, but at the same time, don't want to overwhelm you. But at the same time, you may be ready for more. So if I take a moment to just kind of tune in, I just want you to know that you are valuable and you're worth it and you're important, and so is everyone else. So I think that that's how you stay out of the deceit or the ego, is knowing like it's not just you're special and above everyone else. Everyone is special and important, and everyone has their own journey and needs to be able to explore and find how to honor themselves, how to honor their spirits, and how to honor their bodies. And I just want to give you permission today to know that you are able to do that for yourself, and that you're loved. And I'm excited for you to go on this journey. Lots of love, friend, and lots of joy.